Good morning, class 12 commerce. As you know, our lesson ratio analysis is in progress. Yesterday we discussed what is the meaning of ratio analysis and how many types of ratio do we have, and we started first ratio, liquidity or short term solvency ratio. In that we revised two ratio, current assets upon current liabilities, quick ratio, quick assets upon current liabilities. We revised two illustration yesterday. Today we are doing illustration number 3rd. Following particulars are given to you. These are various items. Calculate the liquidity ratio. Some has asked to calculate the liquidity ratio. It means you have to calculate both ratio, current ratio as well as quick ratio. So I will speak one by one item. Trade investment, I think we have to consider 2,50,000 plus marketable security. Yes, we have to consider marketable security 40,000. Then tangible fixed assets is not our current assets. Next is intangible assets, that is goodwill. It is not also part of current assets. Then we have given trade receivable 2 lakh less provision 20,000. So how much trade receivable will be taken? 1,80,000 rupees. Then we have given cash and bank balance 80,000 rupees. 80,000. Then we have given trade payables. It is part of our current liability. Trade payables are 1,20,000 rupees. 1,20,000. Then we have given rent payable. Rent payable is also our current liabilities. That is outstanding expense. Then we have given dividend payable. It is also our current liabilities. 30,000 rupees. Then we have given inventory. Only the word inventory is given. And I think you know very well, inventory is our current asset. It is rupees 3,90,000. 3,90,000. Then we have given long term borrowing. It will not come. Short term borrowing, that is bank overdraft. It is also our current liability. Short term borrowing. Then we have given provision for tax and proposed dividend. Both are our current liabilities. 40,000 and 15,000. And the last item is given income tax paid in advance, that is prepaid expense. It is also our current assets. In this way we are going to categorize these items under the heading of current assets and current liabilities. So when you will make the total, its total come, my dear friends, 7,20,000 divided by 2,40,000, which is come 3:1. Company's position is good because the current ratio is more than ideal ratio, which is 2:1. Now let us take quick ratio. Quick ratio formula is in front of you. First of all, we need quick assets. How to calculate quick assets? Current assets minus inventory minus prepaid expense. Here current assets are 7,20,000 minus inventory 3,90,000 minus prepaid expense 30,000. Current liability will remain as it is. In this way we can calculate our current ratio and quick ratio. I think doubt is clear. Now let us take one more different type of sum now. Little bit different. Here all items were given separately and you categorized those items under current assets and current liabilities. Now we have given total assets. Total assets rupees 1 lakh. Then you have given non-current liabilities 20,000. Shareholder fund. Shareholder fund are 60,000 and we have given non-current assets 50,000. The sum is asking calculate current ratio. Sum is asking calculate current ratio. The formula is current assets upon current liabilities. If you see here, neither current assets nor the current liabilities are given directly. Few items are given, sir. If you take care, these items belong to our balance sheet. Total assets, non-current liability, that is long-term borrowing, shareholder fund, NCA, that is non-current assets, that is fixed assets. Though in class 12 we are going to prepare our balance sheet in vertical way. First all liabilities will come, then all assets. But here, just to make you understand, I am preparing this balance sheet in horizontal way. So here in horizontal way, first item comes here asset side NCA, then CA, non-current assets plus current assets. And liability side item comes, first item comes shareholder funds, then it comes NCL, non-current liabilities, then it comes current liabilities, and then it will be the total liabilities, and here it will be total assets. In this way, this horizontal format I am just making you in order to make your doubt clear. Though it is not practically acceptable, it is acceptable vertically. First shareholder fund, NCL, CL, then total liability, then NCA plus CA, then total assets. Right? Now here total assets are given 1 lakh. Let us write total assets are 1 lakh rupees. Then you have given NCL, non-current liability, 20,000. Then you have given shareholder fund, 60,000. And then you have given non-current assets, 50,000. Now I think it's very easy to calculate, sir. What will be your current assets? 50,000 rupees. Agree or no? If total assets are 1 lakh, so total liabilities are also 1 lakh. Both are always equal. So what is the remaining amount? That is current liability. Now the answer is thus current assets 50,000. So 50,000 divided by 20,000, that is 2.5:1. In this way we can calculate our current ratio. Let us take one more sum here. We have various sums under these two ratio, quick ratio and current ratio. Let us take now sum number 7. Sum number 7, illustration 7. We have given current ratio of a company is 2:1. Now we have given few items like repayment of current liabilities. Then number 2, we have given purchase of goods on credit. Then we have given one more, we will take sale of office equipment 4 rupees 4,000, book value 5,000 rupees. Now here these items are given, sir. Now some is asking, tell whether ratio will improve, it will decrease, or it will be no change. Let me read the sum again. The current ratio of a company is 2:1. From the following few transactions, here 6 transactions were given, but I took 3 only. Rest of 3 you will do yourself. With the help of these transactions, our ratio will improve. That is, it will remain 2:1, or it will go beyond 2:1. Decrease, it will be less than 2:1, or ratio will remain same. Let us see, sir. First is due to repayment of current liabilities. करंट लायबिलिटी का रीपेमेंट करने से हमारे रेशियो में क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? Here amount is not given. Let us assume how much current liability paid, sir. Let us say the current liability paid 20,000 rupees. Understood? Now our current ratio is 2:1. As we know, current ratio is current assets upon current liability. What is 2? 2 is current assets. What is 1? Current liability is 1. Agree? Now let me take current assets are of 2 lakh rupees. We are assuming this figure from our side, and current liabilities are of 1 lakh rupees. What will be the ratio? 2:1. It is not necessary that you will take 2 lakh and 1 lakh. You can take 4 lakh rupees current assets, 2 lakh rupees current liabilities. Whatever figure you take doesn't matter, but the ratio of these two items should be 2:1. Is it clear to all of you? Okay, now we assume that how much current liability pays? 20,000. Now tell me, when we are paying 20,000 rupees current liability, what will be effect on current assets? Our current assets will increase or decrease? What should be your answer? I think current assets should be decreased, because we are making repayment. Repayment means what is going from us? Cash is going from us. That is 20,000. So what is the remaining current assets? 1,80,000 rupees. And what will be the impact on current liabilities? I think current liabilities will also reduce. Why? Because we have paid the current liabilities. Current liabilities we have paid the creditor. So our current liabilities have reduced. So it remains 80,000. So let us calculate, sir. New ratio 1,80,000 divided by 80,000. 4029 24 1.25:1. Say, what is the ratio? Is it increasing or decreasing? You tell me, dear, what is your answer? Ratio is increasing or decreasing? So I think we can say that ratio is reducing. Our answer is ratio is decreasing. In this way we are going to calculate. Let us take one more example, dear. Same current assets and assume, because ratio is same. Now the second point. Second point says that purchase of goods on credit. We are purchasing goods on credit. Figure is not given. Let us assume, sir, goods purchase of rupees 40,000 rupees. Let us assume one figure. Now tell me, when we are purchasing goods on credit, our current assets will affect or not? What is your answer? I think it should affect. How? Increase or decrease? I hope you will say it will increase, because goods purchase means our stock will increase. Goods is coming, stock is increasing. It becomes 2,40,000 rupees. And what will be the effect on current liabilities? We are purchasing goods on credit. उधार खरीदा है, तो our creditors will also increase. So it becomes 1,40,000. So let us calculate current ratio, sir. 2,40,000 divided by 1,40,000. It will be 212 ja 26 sorry 212 ja 27 ja 12 upon 7, that is 7 1 ja 7, remaining 5. 1.7:1. So what do you say? Our current assets increase or decrease? I think answer is decrease. Okay, let me take the third one now. With the same figure, same ratio, the sum is same ratio we have to take. सेल ऑफ ऑफिस इक्विपमेंट 4 रुपीज 4,000, 4,000 रुपए का ऑफिस इक्विपमेंट बेचा है, उसकी बुक वैल्यू 5,000 रुपए की थी. तो टेल मी हाउ आवर करंट एसेट्स आर गोइंग टू इफेक्ट ड्यू टू दिस सेल ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट, सेल ऑफ ऑफिस इक्विपमेंट. Due to office equipment sold, our current assets will affect or no? Because of office equipment, current assets will not affect. Why, sir? Because office equipment are our fixed assets, non-current assets. It will not affect. But when you are selling, cash is coming. How much cash is coming? 4,000 rupees. So we will add 4,000 rupees. 5,000 का इक्विपमेंट 4,000 में बेचा है. कितना कैश आया? 4,000. तो हम 4,000 जोड़ देंगे. ऑफिस इक्विपमेंट कितने का गया? 5,000 रुपए का. बट वी विल नॉट रिड्यूस इट फ्रॉम करंट एसेट्स. व्हाई वी विल नॉट रिड्यूस, सर? बिकॉज ऑफिस इक्विपमेंट आर फिक्स्ड एसेट्स, नॉन करंट एसेट्स, नॉट द करंट एसेट्स. तो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, इट बिकम 2,04,000 डिवाइड बाय 1 lakh. So what is ratio coming, sir? 2.4:1. So what is your answer? Ratio is increasing. So in this way you are going to calculate with the given information whether ratio will increase, decrease or no change. This was another category of sum under the topic ratio analysis, where we are doing liquidity ratio. Under liquidity ratio we are doing current assets and current liabilities. Let me take one more sum for today. The sum is calculate current ratio if working capital is 45,000, total debt is 1 lakh and long term debt is 70,000. Let us do it, sir. Again, in order to calculate current ratio, what do we need? Current assets upon current liabilities. If you see, we have given 3 information, but we don't have current assets as well as current liability directly in among these 3 information. Let us find out, sir. First of all, working capital. Let me tell you formula. Current working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Right? Now, total debt. What is the meaning of total debt? Total debt is equal to NCL plus CL, or you can say NCL is long term loan plus current liabilities. How much total debt are given to us? 1 lakh. NCL, that is long term borrowing, 70,000 plus current liabilities are not given. So what will be your current liabilities there? 30,000 rupees. One answer has come for our current ratio. Now apply this formula. Working capital is how much? 45,000 is equal to, we do not have given current assets. Let us write current assets as it is. How much current liabilities are given to us? 30,000. So from here, if you calculate how much current assets come, my dear friends, 75,000 rupees. Now you can apply formula here easily. 75,000 upon 40,000 and get the answer. So this was another kind of sum where we calculated how to calculate current ratio when various items are given to you. These items were not given directly. These items were given indirectly. Last sum for the today, sir. Last sum. Here we have given their items are working capital 6 lakh, trade payable 1,80,000, other current liabilities 20,000. Calculate current ratio. This much information is given to us, sir. The same formula, working capital is going to give us, sir, current assets minus current liabilities to working capital. Working capital is given how much? 6 lakh rupees. Now here current liabilities are given to us, sir. Number 1, trade payable, and number 2, other current liabilities. Other current liabilities here means other than trade payable. So it means what will be your total current liabilities? 1,80,000 plus 20,000. It will be total current liabilities. To minus current liabilities are given 2 lakh rupees. What is not given to us? Current assets. So I think it is easy now. So how much current assets come, my dear friends? 8 lakh. So 8 lakh upon 2 lakh, answer come 4:1. If somebody asks you what is your comment, what is your opinion on this ratio? My opinion is this ratio is not good for the company. It means company is unable to use its current assets appropriately. More amount has invested into current assets, which is not good. It is much more than the current ideal ratio. Thank you very much for today.